Concerned parent groups joined several senators on the steps of the Hill to address the latest wave of violent video games. Senator Limperman called the games pornography and was offended by crude shots taken at him by one recent game. Among the titles the group is trying to get banned from stores are Mangelgarten, Rape and Pillage, and Abe Lincoln Teaches Killing. Protesters say that extended media attention towards exploitive games such as Meth Tycoon promotes parental awareness of their adult content and lessens children's interest in the taboo-themed games. Another murder in Hollywood tonight at an adult bookstore. A peep show dancer was killed in the basement of the store, and investigators are still trying to put the pieces together since no one present saw or heard anything. It is unknown at this time what the motives were, but the police are ruling out the Southland slasher as a suspect. Tourists attempting to pay their respects at actress Ginger Swan's grave at the Hollywood Eternal Cemetery were shocked to discover the grave of the former sex symbol had been Tourists attempting to pay their respects at actress Ginger Swan's grave at the Hollywood Eternal Cemetery were shocked to discover the grave of the former sex symbol had been vandalized. The star was entombed in the Hollywood Eternal Mausoleum after her death in 1964. Nothing was stolen from the crypt, but estimates put the damage at over $1,000. A shootout at a popular Chinatown underground club tonight left several dead and wounded after shots were exchanged between a local gang and an unidentified assailant. The club, Glaze, was a known hangout for one of Chinatown's largest street gangs, but was also a popular hangout for local club kids. One witness stated that the lone assailant acted like, quote, something out of an action movie. I couldn't believe one person could do that, end quote. Police suspect a rival gang may be behind tonight's violence. Another murder in Hollywood tonight at an adult bookstore. A peep show dancer was killed in the basement of the store, and investigators are still...
Need a ride?
Hello, neonate. How can I be of assistance? Of course. What is it you would like to know? Of course. What is it you would like? Surely. Of course.
Hey, kid, what's going on? Sure thing, kiddo. Fire away. What's on your mind? Yeah, some of these younger anarchs got a real burning hate for the Quaker. First time a lot of them seen full-on combat in the streets and seen their buddies dying was when the Asian invaders showed up. Yep, Cost the Anarchs San Francisco. They're tough. Hard to get a beat on them. At least with Kindred, you pretty much know what to expect, what they're capable of. Kuei Jin? Full of surprises. Man, don't let them cloud your head with their mumbo-jumbo. That crap wasn't meant for you. We're different breeds, us and them. Moving right along. What's on your mind? Yes. Yep, cost the Man, don't let them cloud your head with their mumbo-jumbo. That crap wasn't... Moving right... What's on your mind? Yeah, some of the... Yep. Man, don't let...
What the hell did you want?
Yeah?
Do I know the Kuei Jin? Those motherfuckers showed up in California 5 years ago and been fighting us tooth and claw for every inch of the Free State since. Yeah, I know. Let me tell you, they ain't nothing like us. They're devils, man. Shifty fucking devils. Seeing the shit they're capable of makes some of what I saw in Nam make a lot more sense. They're all invaders. The Kuei Jin, they're less likely to deal with you. They think they're the superior beings or whatever. But the Camarilla, they'll just lie and stab you in the back. Which is worse? Does it really matter?
Yeah?
Do I know? Let me tell you, they ain't nothing like us. They're devils. They're all invaders.
Heard anything?
What the hell did you...
Yeah?
Do I know the... They're all invaded.
Yeah? Yeah?
Who do you want to know about?
Yeah?
Hop in.
Yes, what is it? It is. Are you family? Then perhaps I'll see you inside. Didn't forget your invitation, did you? Well, I'm sure they'll let you inside if you just explain your situation to the man at the front door. Of course. Who are you?
Yeah, what is it? Giovanni? Oh, yeah, here's the place. I haven't met you before. Are you a family? Member of family? Is that right? Hell of a family to be born into or married into or both. You have an invitation with you? Hey, don't worry about it. I'm sure they'll let you in. Just tell them you lost it. I lose things all the time. Did I just say I have an invitation? I thought I did. Yeah, I have an invitation.
I soon know the future.
You have invitation. Family reunion tonight. Invitation only.
Yeah, what is it? Giovanni? Huh? Yes. Oh, yes. Caviar and champagne, darling. You know how these things are. Got my invitation right here, love. Did I just say I haven't? My husband is a big, tough guy. So you can kiss my ass, fella.
Freeze!
My husband is a big, tough guy. So you can kiss my ass, fella.
You have invitation.
You're not supposed to be here.
Oh, I should... No.
You have invitation. Please have a wonderful time.
Dove la sargi oggi?
Sorry, you can't come in here right now. Sorry, you can't come in here right now.
as well be a costume party. Everyone's smiling, pretending this isn't a pageant put on by the patriarch of this family. Fine. But this is a contest, and I came to win. If you don't even know about the contest, then you really don't have to worry about winning it. The sarcophagus? I thought they closed that place down after they found that missing cheerleader doped up in the back. That was years ago, though, when I was in high school. Mira Giovanni. They gather us up here to decide just who's the best and brightest of this generation is. The lucky few are given the real power in this family. But some of us need to win more than others. Oh, forget it. You wouldn't understand. Forget it. I've said too much already. Actually, I'll spare no expense for a lock. I want to be in that circle of power, and I won't let blood get in the way. And of course, when your time comes, I'll pay back the favor. Uncle Bruno. Since I was a kid, he's been the patriarch of this family, except he hasn't aged a day. I met with a senator from Massachusetts who asked me if I was related to Bruno Giovanni. Said Uncle Bruno helped him with his first campaign back in 1950. We've all heard the rumors. The core of our family, they never age. They're secretive. Whispers of blood magic and a kiss. Whatever it is, they pick the very best of us for it. I'd do anything to be picked. I've made some errors in judgment, but I've lobbied hard for this family's interests. What? Forget it. I'm not saying anything about that.
Sorry, you can't come in here right now. Go back to the party. Bruno will be out shortly.
In that brief period of time, several events have seen this family fall from the good graces of the head of the family back in Italy. The American Giovanni have been through hard times, this is true. The fall of the stock market, poor investments in several once tried and true industries, the loss of many old and dear friends in Washington who served our best interests. But I promise you that after tonight, these unfortunate mishaps will all be forgiven. The Ankara and sarcophagus, you may have heard about its theft on the news. The truth of the matter is it was taken on my orders. Why? It bears a great resemblance to an artifact said to contain the spirits of an entire kingdom wiped out during the time of the pharaohs. As I speak, the most accomplished of our family are preparing to harvest this bounty of souls, bringing the Giovanni family one step closer to the endless night we have toiled to bring about all these centuries. Once again, the American Giovanni are poised to make a grand return to a position of esteem. And to celebrate this momentous occasion, I have decided to embrace two of you, and to allow you to choose one person at this party to bestow the proxy kiss upon. When the others return, we shall inform Italy of our accomplishments and commence with the embrace. Let this night be the beginning of a prosperous new century, and let us not forget to thank God for this opportunity it's provided to regain face with our honored elders. Amen. I appreciate everyone's attendance here this night. It has been several years since I saw some of you. In that brief period of time, several events have seen this family fall from the good graces of the head of the family back in Italy. The American Giovanni have been through hard times, this is true. The fall of the stock market, I appreciate everyone's attention.
Hey, how have you been?
Hi. I don't think we've met before. Nadia Milliner. It's a pleasure to meet you, Victor. Are you from the Chicago Rosallinis? Oh, you must give my regards to Great Aunt Frances when you get back. I stayed with her last time I was out that way. She was very sweet to me. I'm working on my master's out here. I'm from back east. The Giovannis have been nice enough to let me stay here while I finish up my studies. I've learned a great deal from them, like you wouldn't believe. I really can't say much about that. Oh, forget about it, really. It's nothing. Okay, I'll show you something, but you can't tell anyone. Promise? Follow me.
Sorry, you can't come in here right now.
Hey there, Adam Dunsern. I don't think we've met. You are? Victor, pleasure to meet you. What line of work are you in? Myself, I'm an investment banker. Great business, lot of potential. For example, I got the inside track on this company right now. And let me tell you, when this company goes public, everyone's going to wish they had a piece of it. Well, it's a biotech firm. You know, they're working on growing replacement organs. Really fascinating technology. In a couple of years, I'd bet everyone will be going to them for parts. I figure an investment of $50,000 could be easily tripled in 5 years. You take risks in this game. Sometimes you make $1 million, sometimes you lose $1 million. The economy changes. It's had problems lately, but it's bound to rocket back any week now. I won't lie to you. I've had a couple of busts here and there, had a few losses, it happens. But this company, this is the big score right here. Anything you wanted to invest, 50, 30, 15 grand, whatever. It's high yield, low risk. Well, the business, it's...
Come on. Oh, hello again. Yes?
Given that opportunity some thought? Sarcophagus? I might have heard something. Isn't that a nanotech firm? Well, do you have cash? Credit? We could set it up over the phone right now. You'd really be helping me out a lot and making a tidy profit to boot. It's just that business is a little slow lately, but you know how the economy is. It goes down, but it'll shoot right back up again. And this is the horse to bet on, I guarantee it. I won't lie to you. I've had a couple of busts here and there. Well, the business... Okay, all right. You change your mind, you let me know. Sarcophagus?
Can't you see I'm talking here?
So nice to see you again.
Come on.
Sorry, you can't come in here right now.
What? Oh, sure. You know Uncle Bruno. Sarcophagus. What sarcophagus? Out this room, second room on your left. Nothing to be concerned about. Excuse me. Family events. How many more of these do we have to attend before we're taken seriously? I mean, honestly. They're pitting us against our own flesh and blood for the privilege of joining the power clique. All you hear is, what have you done? How much did you make? Who do you know? You can't tell anyone anything, because they might use it against you. The heart says no, but the businessman in me tells me to smear them into the ground. I guess I would. And I know they'd probably do the same. Yeah, I guess I would.
Can't you see I'm talking here? Hello again. Yes?
Yeah, I guess I would.
Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. You know what they do in this room? Mm-hmm. Know what they do with the corpses? I shouldn't do this, but why don't I show you? Gets pretty weird from here. Don't say I didn't warn you. Oh, and be ready to run. You'll understand when it happens. Follow me. They don't usually attack. Just don't provoke them. What's happening? They're coming to get us. Gosh, we've got to get out of here.
Kindred, your presence here violates the agreement between our leaders. Leave now, or face the consequences of your actions. There is an alliance between your leader LaCroix and Mistress Ming Zhao. You violate the agreement. If you do not leave, we are not responsible for your death. We'll give you one more chance to leave this place and keep your life. You will go? The time for decisions has passed. We Chang brothers accept your life graciously.
You actually brought it back. I wasn't sure I'd ever see you in here again, but here you are. And with the sarcophagus. Bravo! Come. I've granted Beckett's request to study and document all the markings of the sarcophagus. You've met Beckett, haven't you? Let's go take a look inside and see what the commotion around the city has really been all about. What? Preposterous! No kindred would trust them, nor would they trust us. Did Jack tell you that? Because it sounds like you've been taken for a fool. And you believed them. They've been trying to take over LA for years. It's a ruse, a falsehood, spread to undermine my rule and turn kindred against each other, thin our ranks. They are duplicitous, evil creatures. Did they not try to kill you? Insurance. They lied to you in case you lived through the encounter. They hoped to create dissension in the ranks, rumors. It's a trick older than you or I. What have you assessed so far?
Unfortunately for the Heralds of Doom, it appears we won't be opening Pandora's box. The markings, as far as I can tell, are of Assyrian origin. An extraordinary piece, but nothing earth-shattering.
I see. Then there is no good reason why we shouldn't open it. Won't budge. Beckett, do you see any mechanism for the lid?
I haven't as yet had a chance to pore over it with my fine-tooth comb. I think I have one in my bag.
Why won't it open, Beckett? And you, I thought you said it looked as if it had been opened on the Dane. I want it open! You and Beckett, figure out a way to open it. I need to know what's inside. I have other matters to attend to. Come get me when a solution has been found.
Ah, the depths to which I'll sink to prove others wrong. The young ones get so temperamental. Fortunately for Sebastian, is it? I'd already made up my mind to open the sarcophagus, if only to show the city that Gehenna, contrary to popular belief, has not begun. Put your ear to it. I'll shake it, and you tell me what you think's inside. Oh, yes, how foolish of me. That would be the sound, reasonable course of action. A priceless piece of history, by all means. Run out and pick up some TNT. How have you gotten this far? Here's what we're going to do. I know of someone who can help. His name is Dr. Anders Johansen, a professor of archaeology from Norway. He was the one responsible for finding the sarcophagus, and as far as I know, the only authority on its origin and design. Until yesterday, he could have been found in his suite at the Empire Hotel downtown. But when I stopped by earlier this evening, all I found was spilt coffee on a morning paper. Appears he's been abducted. Where's the fun without complications? I detected the scent of myrrh incense, which is usually burned in monasteries. Also, I found beach sand in part of a muddy footprint. Putting two and two together, I located a monastery near a beach in Malibu, where I believe hunters are holding Johansson captive. Actually, there were 2 hunters on the roof of the building opposite the hotel who were positively delighted to tell me everything they knew, provided I stopped dangling them head first over the side. The hunters abducted Dr. Johansson for his own protection, or at least that's how they've justified it. He's being held by the Society of Leopold and used, quite ingeniously, as bait for Prince LaCroix's minions. Sebastian mentioned you ran into one of the hunters from the Society of Leopold some time ago. They're so secret a church organization, I don't even think they know if they exist. But essentially, they're murderers for Christ, or some such deity. You'll have to go to the monastery and find a way into the tunnels beneath, where the hunters are holding Johansson. I'm afraid I can't accompany you, but then it's best you go alone. Too many of us might set them off, like fundamentalists on contrary opinion. It's not that I don't love walking into the heart of danger to curry favor with the local magistrate of the hour, but actually, that's exactly it. I'd rather not get involved in the politics of it. Besides, I'd better document the sarcophagus before Sebastian's goon smashes it open. I wouldn't recommend walking. Certainly, Sebastian's already provided cab fare. I'm sure he always spares no expense when archaeology is at stake. Excellent. The Society, for the most part, knows very little about us. But they do know how to kill and torture us, and that's enough. Also, some of them exhibit powers that can make them quite formidable. Best not to announce yourself. Well, if we open it up and the world ends, then yes. If we open it up and the world does not end, then no. I'd wager the latter. How any sane kindred could think these poor unfortunates are an immediate threat to us is absurd. Most were afraid, or at the very least uneasy, around me. Tragic. Their desperation could very well hold the spark of revolution, however. I've said quite a lot about myself already. I know even less about you than you do me. Why don't you tell me about yourself? I consider myself a seeker of reluctant information. Scholar sounds like academia. Ugh. How versed are you in the occult? When you have a year or two, you should really invest time in seeking out a copy of The Book of Nod. It's a collection of kindred lore, with a few annotations by a certain renowned Gangrel explorer. Unless you've got further questions, I'd really like to get back to looking at the sarcophagus. Excellent. Remember, Dr. Johansson is an innocent. He has no idea we actually exist. Try not to put the idea in his head.
Did you find a way to open the sarcophagus? I understand. I'm sure you'll find this suitable recompense. Which is... Traditionally, the Kuei Jin have stayed in Asian territory, and the kindred Europe, and later North America. But recently, they invaded the West Coast, killing off a substantial number of anarchs. They lack the organization of the Camarilla, and think nothing of breaking the Masquerade. Though we share similar traits, there is no fraternity between us. We embrace. They rise from the grave. They do not know the pleasure of blood. They are without clan. And oh yes, they believe our kind to be inferior. They are as much of a threat as the wolves. Werewolves. I can still recall a time when cities were surrounded by miles of forests full of the beasts. But progress has taken care of that problem. Which is... If you didn't take the time to ask, perhaps we'd know by now. As I mentioned before, my concern is that it pertains something supernatural. Though Beckett has waived this theory altogether. The city is alight with dread. Perhaps it's an antediluvian. A joke? The antediluvians are the mythical progenitors of each of the clans for whom they trace their bloodlines, and according to mythology, descendants of Cain, the legendary first vampire. As in the biblical Cain and Abel? Before you put too much stock in it, realize that the church and all of its mythos are blends of kindred and mortal meddling, whips to regulate weak minds. This is all Beckett's field of expertise. If you want a lesson, merely ask him. Which is...
I wouldn't recommend walking. Certainly, Sebastian's already provided... Excellent. Remember,
Sorry, no one's loud up right now. Sorry, no one's loud up right now.
Yes. The Voce del Morte. The Giovanni never willingly share their secrets, and I've had little success infiltrating their strongholds. How did you obtain this? It will take some time to translate and unlock the secrets of this. I will have to move on from the city to evade any Giovanni seeking it. Take this. This will complete the terms we agreed to, and I think it is adequate compensation. It is the key of Alamut. It instills dread in those that would harm you, and makes it harder for them to strike you. Make no mistake, our dealings do not make us allies. If indeed we meet again, do not ask me for any favors. I will give you this final advice, however. Leave this city. These are its final nights. Discord looms heavy. I've felt this before. In November of 1938, I was translating documents in Leipzig, Germany, written by a purported Crusades-era necromancer. There also, I felt a sense of impending chaos. Soon after was the Kristallnacht, the wellspring of a new world war. Take my advice. Leave the city before it comes crashing down around you. Take my advice. Leave the city before it comes crashing down around you. Yes. Yes. It is used to communicate with certain entities otherworldly. Yes. The Voce del... It will take... It is the key of Alamut. Make no mistake. In November of... Take my advice. Leave the city before it comes crashing down around you. Take my advice. Leave the city before it comes crashing down around you.
I'll bring it back.
Hello, neonate. How can I be of assistance? Of course. What is it you would like to know? No more than you... I do not know. I will say...
Just keeps getting more interesting, doesn't it, kiddo? Giovanni, the Kuei Jin, lots of blood being spilled for a 10,000-year-old conversation piece, wouldn't you say? The streets, the hillsides, there's eyes and ears everywhere. I heard LaCroix's been talking to Beckett, too. Beckett's a skeptic about all this stuff. I just hope he knows to be careful dealing with that snake LaCroix. Well, Beckett's apolitical, you could say. He's just interested in the truth of our origins. Politics and all that are minor details to him. You do what you have to do. Kid, if you don't do it, somebody else will. You're in a good position to make a difference, Mr. Big Shot. A lot of kindreds wondering just which way you'll go. Sure thing, kiddo. Fire away. What's on your mind?
What the hell did you want? Yeah? I've been hearing there's some ancient evil vampire gonna rise up out of there and bring all hell with him. Shit. For all we know, might be Cain himself. Some people are saying it's one of the first signs of Gehenna. Nah, the Camarilla denies any of that shit exists. Vampire forefathers, doomsday prophecies, all just superstition in Camiland. Us? The Anarchs? Everybody's free to make up their own mind, I guess. I buy it. Could explain all the blood in the air. We're probably all playing right into this thing's hands. If it has hands. Yeah? Yeah? Who do you want to know about? Yeah?
Heard anything? What? Who said it? If this is true, listen, I can't believe even LaCroix's that low, but keep an eye on this. If there's anything I hate more than camis, it's the goddamn Quay Jin. What did you just say? Heard anything?
Going somewhere?
It's a nice night out, huh?
Another murder in Hollywood tonight at an adult bookstore. A peep show was killed in the basement of the store, and investigators are still trying to put the pieces together since no one present saw or heard anything. It is unknown at this time what the motives were, but the police are ruling out the Southland slasher as a suspect. A shootout at a popular Chinatown underground club tonight left several dead and wounded after shots were exchanged between a local gang and an unidentified assailant. The club, Glaze, was a known hangout for one of Chinatown's largest street gangs, but was also a popular hangout for local club kids. One witness stated that the lone assailant acted like, quote, something out of an action movie. I couldn't believe one person could do that, end quote. Police suspect a rival gang may be behind tonight's violence. The story of the Incarn sarcophagus took an even more bizarre turn when Professor Anders Johansson went missing from his hotel room earlier today. Evidence of a struggle in the professor's room at the Empire Hotel indicate to investigators that Johansson was abducted. Johansson's family has received no demand yet, and there is speculation that his disappearance and the earlier theft of the Incarn sarcophagus are related. Police officials have gone on record as saying it's too early to confirm or deny any possibilities regarding this case. Freak sandstorm activity is thought to be responsible for the destruction of 2 Navy fighter jets. The jets were returning from a patrol.
My Vegas connection paid me a visit this afternoon. Popped his trunk, and what do you know? Had a flamethrower, a few tanks of spare fuel. It's yours if you want it. But, ain't you flammable? Always a pleasure. What's tonight's order? Concerning? Who exactly? Always a... Concerning? Specifically? I don't go down to...
The blood god returns.